and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180.
First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Like 20.
Another one for Gibbs. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
180. Hey, kill.
Out of the shotgun. Goff. Downfield is fine. St. Brown. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down.
Coming right is Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
We go, come on! 120!
Goff to the air now. Hits him on the out route. And he takes this to the 38, so it's going to be 3rd and very short.
Okay, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them can throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Goff looking to throw. It's 3rd and 1. Escapes the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They pass on that long field goal. Would have been 55 yards. They're going for this. On 4th down, Goff. That's cut beyond the bunker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing in the double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
That one connects. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and goal, Detroit.
Gibbs has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that first down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Running for it with Montgomery. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. David Montgomery with a touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
That one right down the middle. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. Making some progress here. And he's well across the 45, almost all the way to midfield before going out.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Elton.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Great, set. Elton.
They go play fake with Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Handoff headed right, Barkley. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Great, set. Elton.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Great, set. Elton.
Working inside the red zone. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now we've got to regroup for 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Elton, set. Elton.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background that every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Great, set. No touch.
A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. On fourth down, Hurts. He's caught. He's got Brown. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Come on, set.
Running back sets in motion. He gives here to the motion man. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Jacob Sailors now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Wait, 20.
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
This is Gibbs on second down. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jahan Campbell, yet another first-round defender out of Alabama. They're on the tackle. Off now on third down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cooper to Jean in to pick it up. And the Eagles will get it back with some time to work with. We've reached the 2-minute warning. First down now, ball at the 33.
No touch it. On anyone hit. No touch.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
No touch it. No touch.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
On anyone hit. No touch.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. And this is going to fall incomplete. Well, they made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. So now it's third down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Great, set. Delta.
Play action. Hurts has it. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. Devontae Maddox comes up with it. And the Lions will gain possession up beyond their own 20 after a nice return.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
He put everything he had into this one. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for second.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Goff on third. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Andrew Makuba makes the play. And the Eagles take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return.
Hey, we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but you get interception and chunk yards with it, that is a gold star effort.
First down now, ball at the 33. They run it with Saquon. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on first down, but don't come away with any points just yet.
Such a big part of that breakup, Pete, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target, and really the timing of it all. You can be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one really perfectly. You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. They'll air it out on third. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win. Just really nice execution on his part to convert there. For the kicker to pay off, really the execution of his teammates. He works so much on situational opportunities those minutes before halftime, and they maximized it.
Sailors now on a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Probably looking at our final snap and a half here on first down.
180! Tiger! Ric Flair!
He's back to throw. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, Britton Covey. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. On him quick, and they bring it down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Emptying on the slant. And he stopped at the spot he made the catch. So give him, looks like the 27 on that completion.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Pass complete to Goddard. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to throw, Hurts. Right back to Goddard, and he's got it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
No touch. No touch.
On the handoff, it's Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They get 23 on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Here's Saquon. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Good. No touch.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
And he eats a huge hit as he tries for the marker. Almost nothing after the catch that time, Brock. It's going to be 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. He's able to drive that pile back yard. Went on a sound, had that incredible breakout season last year was Zach Bond.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He Gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Go. Like 20. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. What?
They'll throw 3rd and long. That's complete to Slaw. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Into the line, this is 1st and 10.
The Lions first down. A gain of 14. First down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At the 32-yard line.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that is good for a Detroit first down. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Going to the ground again on 1st. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skids down inside the 35-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
Lions first down. A gain of 14. And the
Off
Lions.
the gut they go with Gibbs. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Goff. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Looking to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Detroit Lions first down. A gain of 13 yards.
Gibbs now from the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
He'll throw it. Delivers another one to Williams. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Cracking for it, and it's good! And they've tied it up late in the 4th.
The prospect of overtime now, Kate's right on the horizon thanks to that field goal. His mindset, though, well, it's the same as all his teammates out there. We're about to take the field. Let's go get this ball back. Let's find a way to win this thing in regulation.
Covey now to return this. Making some progress here. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. they turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
It's a loss of 2.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles don't want to see this one go to overtime. Offense to the line, 2nd down. They go play fake with Hurts. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 19 on that pickup, and that's good for an Eagles first down.
49-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. And downfield, and Goddard has it. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. New set of downs for them from the 31. First down, a run with Barkley. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
He's keeping it.
Well, that may have been a situation. You look back on it, he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Great.
Throwing now. That's him on the quick hitter. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Great.
Back to throw. Has it down close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Here he is to throw. And that's a catch. It's a touchdown. They've got the lead in the final minute. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You can almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Sailors now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Just about ready. 1st and 10.
Value three.
Setting up to pass. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It would be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
On 2nd and 10. Goff. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Looking to throw it. Big strike here to Williams. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Trying to push deep downfield. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you've got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
They're going to throw again. Goff. Need this to force overtime. And the coverage holds up. Nicely done. They were tested. They knock it away in the end zone. That's going to bring up third down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
We're good, we're good.
Here he goes, one final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. It's intercepted. That will do it. Kicked out by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game. So for my partner, Brock Huard, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a he said my life's a bore. Joke with my wife because it's bringing her down. blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Second down and 8.
It's second and 8 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 20.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Jackson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Jackson going to keep it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against it, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Hey, Alpha, what?
Jackson now. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Ravens.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Second and 6.
To throw is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. That is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 21. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind. On the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Ball on the 27. Here's second and 3.
Brings up second and 3. At the 27-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to be brought final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after one. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
13, 180! 180! Finish up!
Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. The quick feet by Jackson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. They'll try and run for it with Henry. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Jackson going to keep it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At their own 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and the first down.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Travis Jones makes a tackle. Here's 2nd and 10.
44-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
For an Eagles first down. 1st and 10.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Jalen Phillips, the edge man, on the tackle.
Brings up second and 9.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And Walker has it. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Third and 1.
Now it's Jackson. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity.
And this is caught. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Running left is Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 46 yards. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Ravens first down.
Back to throw. Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes his upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Shifts by him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going? At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
No touchdown. No touchdown.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Great. Set. Anyone else?
Barkley inside handoff. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play action. Here's Hurts. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Hurts. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. A handoff, running left, Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, middle.
They go play action now. Jackson Going deep for Walker. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16.
23, Eagles 7. Tyler Loop to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The 71 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
So no gain on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take them.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Second down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That brings up 4th down.
Here's Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
This is 1st and 10.
No touch it. No touch.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They'd prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Great. Set. On anyone, eh? No touch.
Here's Hurts to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Jackson going to keep it. Escapes the sack. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Going deep for Walker. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do